Viral posts. That is how you grow on Instagram. And in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you how to create viral posts using Canva that look absolutely beautiful and match your brand. I'm going to show you my entire process, A to Z, of how I actually do research, find the templates, input content, and start to post. And before we get into it, if you guys don't know me, my name is Sabah, the owner of a multi-six-figure online business. And now let's look at my screen so I can show you the first step that I do before I ever even go into Canva and start creating Instagram posts. The first thing that you want to do is actually go on your Instagram and go under Explore. Now, of course, I'm doing this on my desktop, but you can do this on your phone. And the reason why you want to go look at your Explorer page is because as a consumer, you want to see what actually picks up your eye on the feed and what actually has even made it on the feed. So as I'm scrolling, you can see posts that have bigger text. It's very simple, with a dark background with a bright text, or a bright background with a dark text. That is usually what pops out the most. So as I keep scrolling and scrolling, right, obviously this pops out a little bit to me. If I keep going, you can even see different colors that pop out more. You can see different texts that pop out more. So this is something that you want to take a look at, not just in terms of Instagram posts, but in terms of eye of design when it comes to marketing. Now, since I've been on Instagram for years now, and I teach people how to grow their social media and sign on clients every single day, I know specifically what is working on Instagram, and that is basically carousels in very simple design that pops out in someone's Explorer page. So now let's go into Canva and create this for ourselves. Now, when you log into Canva, you can see there's a lot of different things that you can click on to find templates and designs for Instagram. But usually what I like to do is type in Instagram post and hit enter. When I do that, you can see there's a lot of templates, 479,000. So of course, we don't want to go through all of those. But usually what pops out the most, especially nowadays this year, is carousel. So what I'm going to type in is carousel Instagram posts. Now that actually narrowed it down to only 2,000 templates, which is great because it's easier for us to use. So as I'm scrolling, I always just love to take a look at what really captures my attention. The same thing that we did on the Instagram Explorer page, I'm going to do on Canva. So as I'm scrolling, I'm gonna really see what pops out and something that I can use and edit the colors and fonts and make it really perfect to my brand. So let me scroll, I'm scrolling. So this right here, this pops out a little to me, but you can also see this is a video. It's not like a still carousel. So I'm gonna keep going in this one. So this one pops out to me. It's very simple, it's clean, it's straight to the point. So I'm actually gonna click on this. And remember, with Canva, if you find specific colors and fonts that you don't like, but you like the design of the post, don't worry, because you can edit all of the colors and the fonts when you hit customize template. So let's click on customize template. And now you can see there is there's 6 pages that you can customize. So now what I'm gonna do is, the first thing I usually do is actually input my own information. So let's say for me, I'm just gonna use myself as an example. I'm a business coach, so I create content on how to make money, how to attract clients, how to grow on Instagram. So I'm gonna say something like, the best headlines to use in order to get your audience buying. Something very simple. I'm gonna delete this because I don't use it. Move this to the center, and I'm gonna make it a teeny bit smaller just so it's a little bit more centered for me. Now, usually I don't ever keep the arrows in my posts, but since it's there, it looks pretty cool, so I'm gonna leave it there. One thing that I do add onto my posts that does help gain followers is I love to add my handle. So I'm gonna click on the smallest body of text because you don't want it to be as big as the title. And I'm just gonna type in @the_Sabah. So basically your Instagram handle. Have it here towards the bottom. And I'm also gonna change this to white. So of course you can see, you can change the different colors of text. I'm gonna highlight this, change it to white. so that way it matches the title. So this looks pretty good so far. Now I'm gonna change the background just because it doesn't really match my brand. Now, rule of thumb, this isn't just for Canva posts or Instagram posts, but in terms of eye of design, if you are changing colors, you wanna make sure you either have a dark background with light text or a light background with dark text. So don't ever try to have like a light text with a light background or a dark text with dark background, because it's not gonna pop and it's not gonna capture someone's attention. So I'm gonna delete this and this over here. And I'm actually gonna go to colors and look at my own brand colors. So under Canva, you can actually save hex codes, which is basically different colors that you use every single time you create an Instagram post. So mine are right here. I'm gonna change the background to this pink, and that looks pretty good. And I'm gonna change the font to Playfair because that's usually what I use. Now, one thing to also keep in mind when you're creating these Instagram posts is you want to make it cohesive with your feed. And I'm going to show you after we finish this how my feed looks and how it really goes together with everything that I'm posting. So already this looks very, very good. Now, to take it up a notch, what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight specific words that I want to jump out if people are scrolling on their Instagram to capture their attention. So I'm going to highlight best headlines and I'm going to change that to black, right? And I can even, maybe it might look better if I change it to everything to black, but I highlight this to white. Now, since the pink in the background is a little bit more darker, it's okay if I use white and black. So the best headlines to use in order to get your audience buying. So I can even highlight audience buying, just like that. So this already pops. Now, if I wanted to make it pop even more, this is sometimes what I use. I will highlight specific words and even have different colors for the words. So if I take a shape, and I'm gonna just change this to square, and I can put it behind the text. So let's move it here. I'm gonna change the color, and I'm actually gonna change it to black. I'm gonna put it behind here, copy and paste. Put it behind there, copy and paste again, and do the same thing for audience and buying. Highlight and put it behind there. So something like that already, if you're scrolling through Instagram, it's gonna pop out and it's gonna get someone's attention. Now, something that I sometimes also use is the fade effect if I want a little bit more contrast going on in the background. So what I do is I like to change it to white, and I will just rotate this and move it either in the bottom or on the top, something like this. And if you go under position, you can change where the actual layers are at. So I'm gonna take this way to the back, just like that. And honestly, now I don't even know if I need the arrow, so I'm gonna delete that. And since it's white now, I'm gonna change my name to kind of this grayish color. So you can see already, like, this looks pretty good and it pops out, like it's easy for people to read. And then what you basically wanna do for the rest is input all of the information that you would teach somebody. So the best headlines to use in order to get your audience buying, maybe I'll change this. And usually what I do now is I just like copy it, and I'll write number 1. Actually, delete all of this. Oops, not that. Delete this. And I'll just take the font, copy and paste, and I'll do the same thing, right? I'll do number 1, choose topic, right? Then I can move this up above, hit text and create a subtitle, and then I can type my information here. And that is how simple and easy it is to create a viral Instagram post. Now, as you can see, this looks like very simple because it is. If we go back and look on Instagram, most of the viral content that you see on Instagram is actually very, very simple. Like even something like this pops a lot more than like this does. So even if you look at these two, and I could even like play around with this even more to make it better. But if you look at these two, this pops way more than this. And that is because this has bigger text and this has way too much going on and it has smaller text. So if you look at it, this has 4,500 likes, 279 comments, and this only has 262 likes and 48 comments. So the goal is to make your content very simple, easy, and visible to read. So after you're done with this, you can of course hit share and download it and post it on your Instagram. Now I want to quickly show you before we end this video how my feed looks like, and you can see the cohesiveness in terms of colors. You can see right here, like it's easy to read and it pops out. This one I just posted, steal my daily Instagram checklist to grow and make sales. A simple tweak to get more saves and shares on your reels and posts. And if I keep scrolling, you can just see it pops, right? So for something like this, 4 simple ways to sell your offer today and sign on clients, I made sure to highlight sell your offer because that is the main result and the main goal somebody wants. So that is how you can create viral Instagram posts using Canva, and it's very, very easy to do. Usually I have anywhere from like 2 to 5 templates that I use, and then I just rotate the content. So that way I don't have to sit there and create new templates every single time I want to post on Instagram. And since this entire video is about Instagram, comment below your handle. Let us know what you do and what type of post you're gonna create next. If you guys love this video, as always, make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe. Every single Sunday, I come out with a new video, so also let me know what do you want to see next. I will see you guys next time, and until then, make sure that you stay unforgettable.